Hi, Funko here. Today we need to talk about Set 2 of Star Wars Unlimited, Shadows of the Galaxy. It looks like the randomization of cards in the packs and boxes aren't as random as they should be. If you're looking to grow your collection by picking up loose booster packs online, you could be getting ripped off by someone sketchy. But before we get into all that, let me do my YouTube shill thing and say, if you like my videos, it would really help me a lot if you punch it and subscribe to the channel. Liking and subscribing is free and helps support me, so I really appreciate you helping me out. Okay, we all know, or in case you didn't, with card games you buy booster packs, or you buy boxes of packs, and you get some random cards in each pack. Some will be commons and uncommons, some will be rare, some might be legendary, but generally it should be a random mix of what's available. As with anything random, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get unlucky. That's gambling, baby. Now the problem is when it stops being random and becomes a pattern that can be mapped and then predicted. This image shows the order that legendaries would appear in Set 1 boxes. Once you get your first legendary from a box, you could expect to get another 2 to 3 other legendaries from the cards around it. So, for example, if you opened Darth Vader, your box was likely to contain either Cunning and Mace Windu from the left of Vader, or Vigilance and Falcon from the right. Sometimes it could be cards from either side, or 3 cards in one direction or the other. It's important to note that this pattern doesn't include legendaries you get in the foil slot at the back of the pack, or hyperspace legendaries in the uncommon slots, as these are completely random and unpredictable. For example, when I opened a Set 1 booster box, I opened Home 1 in my first pack. Now, straight away that was really disappointing because I was really chasing Luke and Boba, and it meant I was incredibly unlikely to see those because they don't appear near Home 1 in that packing order. I ended up getting Home 1, Super Laser Blast, Change of Heart, and Force Lightning, which isn't a bad box by any means, still above, what you would expect for legendaries. But it was disappointing because as soon as I opened Home 1, I kind of knew what the other cards were likely to be, which took some of the fun out of it. Anyway, Set 1 had predictable legendary patterns. So now Set 2 has arrived, and because of what happened with Set 1, everyone was trying to figure out the legendary pattern for Set 2 straight away. This image shows what most people ended up with for their guess for the legendary pattern for Set 2, based on stores opening their boxes early ahead of launch, things like that. Some folks opened boxes that exactly fit this pattern. Some opened boxes that were similar but slightly differed. We hadn't really nailed it down 100%. The big concern for me though was we started to see people posting images of multiple box openings that had the same pattern of rares in multiple boxes. If the randomization was truly random, this should be incredibly unlikely to occur. But we kept seeing them more and more. And then recently, a YouTuber named IOpenTCGs discovered a pattern. But it wasn't just a legendary pattern. It was a pattern of all the rares in each pack in the box. You can check out the videos they posted explaining their findings, but I'll also link the video in the description below. IOpenTCGs accomplished this by just doing the homework. They watched a lot of unboxing videos, they watched a lot of streams, and they wrote down all the layers and legendaries as they were opened in the order that they were opened into a spreadsheet and discovered a pattern. So please go follow IOpenTCGs on YouTube because they really did the Star Wars Unlimited community a service. Essentially what they found was that there was a predictable pattern of rares that they called chunks. Once they discovered this, they recorded videos, 2 so far, cracking open boxes and near perfectly predicting all the rares and legendaries from the box. It seemed like the printing or packing process for Set 2 were grouped into repeating pattern chunks of rares that repeated across boxes, and that's not good. I wasn't sure what to make of this at first. It would explain why we were seeing people posting images of the same rares occurring in multiple boxes, sometimes bought from different stores, so they didn't even come in the same case. They were completely separated, but yet they had the same rares and legendaries appearing in some of the boxes. On the other hand, could IOpenTCGs have faked this for clout? I mean, I guess you could record yourself opening a box and getting all the packs out silently, and then record a voiceover afterwards, predicting the rares just before you pulled them out. It doesn't seem likely, but that's definitely something someone could do, right? Then I remembered, hey, I just streamed myself opening 2 boxes on my Twitch channel the other week. Check out my Twitch stream below. And that'll go out on the channel once I finish editing it. But we can compare IOpenTCG's boxes to the ones I opened and see if they match up. Random boxes on the other side of the planet, I'm assuming, with random cards in each. There's no shot of those being identical, right? Yeah, about that. Okay, so it's a little janky, but I've spliced the footage from IOpenTCG's video with the recording of my live stream, and you can see the first packs from my second box match the pulls from theirs, beginning with Kylo's TIE Silencer, Choose Sides, Vambrace Flamethrower, into Kragan Gore, Bazine Natal, Wrecker, General Raiken, Survivor's Gauntlet, and finishing up with DJ. Now, the rest of my boxes weren't the same as theirs, but that fits with the pattern that iOpenTCG's discovered. Not every box is identical. There are chunks of rares that appear and reappear in multiple boxes. So I personally know I saw part of that pattern, so this has me convinced that it's a real thing. We've since seen other YouTubers posting similar videos using the same concept, looking at other unboxing videos to get the chunk information and using that to predict the rares they open in boxes. So at this point, it's established that this is a real thing that's happening. Okay, you might say, so what? There was a pattern for Set 1 Legendaries too. Is this really that much worse?
Could be worse.
It's worse.
In my opinion, this is worse for a few reasons. For one, it sucks to open boxes and get identical patterns of cards. Whether you're a whale opening stacks and stacks of boxes, or you're someone like me and saved up money to buy a couple of boxes because these cards aren't cheap. It just sucks to get the same pattern of cards across multiple boxes, whoever you are. This is also an issue for stores running draft events. Players who know the mapping patterns could look at the 3 packs they opened for their draft, and based on the rares or legendaries they opened in theirs, know with pretty high confidence the rares and legendaries the people to the left and right of them got as well. Thankfully, this is an easy fix. If stores are running draft events, all they have to do is take the packs from the box, shuffle them all up before handing them out to players. Problem solved, at least from a draft perspective. And finally, the real problem of this issue is compounded by the supply issue the game is having at the moment. Star Wars Unlimited is in high demand with low supply, so any product that does go on sale is snapped up almost instantly by people who just want cards. Sketchy people could open a booster box, open the first couple of packs to discover the pattern and where they are, count down the boosters to find all the legendaries and rares that are worth the most money, take those out, and then sell the remaining boosters as loose, being confident that what's in them isn't worth that much money. Now you've got people who are uninformed about this issue, just happy to buy boosters online for their collection, hoping to get a cool rare or legendary, and really they've got no shot. That's not good. Now, is this going to be the death of Star Wars Unlimited? Of course not. The game is super popular and getting more popular every day. I just recently went to an all-day Star Wars tabletop tournament for charity. It was a great day, and I'll probably have a video covering that on the channel soon. But the prize table for the event included about a dozen Star Wars Unlimited starter sets. And throughout the day, they were one of the first things to disappear off the table when people walked up to get one of their prizes. People are still really excited to get into this game. So where do we go from here? Well, I guess be careful about buying booster packs from people or stores you don't fully trust. There's always the chance that those packs came from a box where someone took all the good rares and legendaries and they're selling the less valuable packs to get some money back. Hopefully Fantasy Flight Games or Asmodee will take notice of this issue and correct it for Set 3, which is coming up later this year. It just shouldn't be this easy for us to predict the card patterns in boxes, and especially not in the first couple of weeks of the launch. Hopefully we'll look back on this as just another teething issue the game had in its first year, like the supply issues we're currently experiencing. It sounds like Set 3 is already going to be better in that regard, with the print order being increased significantly, so hopefully the randomization is better then too.
What is it they've sent us?
Hope.
Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more news, guides, and Star Wars Unlimited content from me, make sure to like and subscribe to the video for more. It's free for you to do, and it really helps me out, so I appreciate it. In the meantime, make sure you drink water, stretch, and get to bed on time, and I'll see you next time.